What's up, family? Hey, I had to rejuvenate myself, so I had to get out here some running water. It's a little creek on the property that I walked out to, and just had to get out and get some fresh air. Something about the sound of running water that just rejuvenates my soul. I want to talk to you guys about something pretty heavy, pretty deep. Bitterness in the desert. Bitterness in the desert. What am I talking about? We could go through things in life that, if we're not careful, we'll find ourselves bitter, extremely bitter. We can go through things in life, and life throws us knuckleballs and curveballs. Everything seems to be going wrong. And it seems to be like we're out in the desert for some reason. Everything's dried up. There's no life. Extreme temperatures. No water. No fresh water. And if you're not careful, you'll lose all hope. Sometimes we go through things in life where we become bitter, extremely bitter. And you don't understand it. You don't understand why it is you're out in the desert, why it is you find yourself going through what you're going through. And again, if you're not careful, bitterness sets in. I propose to you that even in your desert place, even in a place where it seems all hopeless, all is lost, that with the right mindset, you can find your strength, you can find your miracle, you can find your sense of purpose, you can find whatever it is that you were looking for in that desert place. And so oftentimes, it is in the desert that we find the gift of life. In the desert, we find purpose. In the desert, we reinvent ourselves. Some people never do, though. Some people die due to the temperatures. Some people die due to the environment, the lack of water, the lack of food. Some people die in the desert. A lot of people die in the desert. But for those that are alchemists, for those of us that keep the right perspective, regardless of the environment, regardless of how harsh things seem, it is there that we find ourselves. It is there that we find our sense of purpose. It is there that we understand why we've gone through all that we've gone through. And so then there's no longer any bitterness, because we understand the reason for the season. And we appreciate the lessons that we find ourselves going through. It's when we don't understand the situation. It's when we're looking at the situation wrong that we become bitter. We become angry, confused. But once we're able to understand the lesson and embrace the lesson, then there's no bitterness. There's no longer any animosity, any hatred, any anger. It's only joy. Joy because we understand the reason. My hope and prayer is that you find yourself in your desert situation. Whatever that situation is, whatever the circumstances are, may you find yourself in that desert place. May you reinvent yourself in that desert place. May you find the lesson, may you find the joy and the peace of mind in that desert place. Because even in that desert place, there is a purpose for it. And oftentimes in the harshest of situations, in the harshest of circumstances, it's the greatest of lessons. I love you guys. Peace.